Every technology follows an S curve. At the bottom of the S, growth is slow. The technology is immature, adoption is limited, and progress feels frustrating. Then comes the middle of the curve, explosive exponential growth. At the top of the S, progress slows again because the technology approaches its limits. But here's the catch. When one curve flattens, another begins. The relay race continues. Progress doesn't stop, it leaps to a new track. Computing technology is a clear example. In the early 20th century, we relied on electromechanical relays. Those gave way to vacuum tubes, which were faster but bulky and unreliable. Next came the transistor, a revolution that shrank electronics while making them more powerful. Then came integrated circuits, packing millions of transistors onto a single chip. Each shift created a new exponential curve. Today, integrated circuits are nearing their physical limits. We're approaching atomic scales, but does that mean exponential growth will stop? History says no. New paradigms are emerging, like molecular computing, nanotubes, and even quantum computing. Each could pick up the baton and extend the curve well into the future. This is why Moore's law is sometimes misunderstood. People think it's about silicon chips, but it's really about a broader trend. The exponential improvement of computational power, regardless of the underlying platform. When silicon reaches its limits, another paradigm will take over. The same story plays out in other fields. DNA sequencing, for example, once cost billions of dollars per genome. Now it's a fraction of that thanks to exponential improvements in biotechnology. Communication networks, data storage, and miniaturization all follow similar curves. The law of accelerating returns applies everywhere information is involved. Here's what this means for artificial intelligence. AI doesn't advance in isolation. It rides the wave of improvements in hardware, data, and communications. Faster processors make bigger models possible. Cheaper data storage enables massive datasets. Better networks allow global collaboration. All of these exponential forces converge to amplify AI's progress. But here's also an economic imperative driving this acceleration. Exponential technologies create enormous value. The potential gains are measured not in billions, but in trillions of dollars. That's why businesses, governments, and investors are all racing to accelerate these technologies. The incentive is simply too large to ignore. At the same time, exponential growth leads to disruption. Old industries collapse while new ones emerge. Jobs transform, markets shift, and societies scramble to adapt. Just as the internet reshaped commerce and electricity reshaped industry, AI will reshape nearly every sector. The pace will be so rapid that adaptation itself becomes a challenge. This is why thinking in terms of exponential growth is essential. If we fail to grasp the curve, we misjudge the risks and the opportunities. We assume technologies are far away when in fact they are around the corner. So, what's the bottom line from this? It's that the exponential growth of technology, from Moore's law to biotech to AI, is not slowing down. If anything, it's speeding up. We're entering a period where the doubling effect will feel almost vertical. The next breakthroughs in AI won't just be incremental improvements. There'll be leaps that make today's systems look primitive. And just as past paradigms gave rise to entirely new ways of living and working, the next wave will transform human life in ways we can barely imagine. The future isn't linear, it's exponential, and as AI continues its climb up the curve, the changes ahead will arrive faster, deeper, and more disruptive than most of us expect.